he did is I had to find out in other ways instead of him. Hey dog, hey, send me a message to let me know. Hey dog, I went in your account. I wanted some chucker boots. I want some chucker boots, dog. Hey, so I went in your account and stole a couple money, dog. I'm like, hey, all right, chucker boots look nice. I don't blame you. I need my money back. I had to go out through other ways, man. I had to go deep off in my transactions. I'm like, damn.
we live as hell. We coming in. We coming in hot.
Coming in hot, yo.
Hey, for real, man.
Chucker Boots and Nigerian Prince.
Thought he was slick. Thought he was slick taking my money.
Hey, man, Ben Simmons needed something.
Hey, you on a financial rant, motherfucker? We live now, dog.
we live, we're good.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Sir Esters.
I'm Black and Pino J.
I'm B Scripps.
And you already know we the Unintelligent graduates, man. You know I had to get some stuff on my chest, man, with the Nigerian Prince.
Clearly.
Who try to set me up for failure, man, rather than keeping me on notice.
Yeah, to get some stuff out his wallet.
Hey, no, but that whole, I wish I was recording that shit, but it all started off with, like, donating money. They went from donating the money to
Nigerian Prince in my pocket.
Yeah, man, Nigerian Prince didn't let me know. He didn't let me know heads up, man. I had to find out in other ways, man. It hurt my feelings, dog. Hey, email me, man, when you want to take some from me.
Hey, bro, I'm gonna need some donations.
Yeah, donations to the Chucker Boot Fund.
To the Catholic Jones.
Hey, some Chucker boots, man. Like, damn, bro. I know everybody rocking them now, but damn, you gotta take me. Hey, but man, you know how we start this off, man. Let's talk about how everybody's week been, man. I guess nobody bought any Chucker boots lately, man.
Nah.
Go ahead. Tell them how your week been, Scribs.
Well, I just got back from a trip back from Michigan, so that was good. Got to watch my good friend back home get married. It was an interesting experience. I thought a couple times I was gonna die on the planes because like some crazy stuff happened, bro. Like the trip from Chicago to where my family, my friends, and all that stay now in Traverse City is only like 45 minutes, 30 minutes, or 45 minutes. So they put you on the old rickety ass planes, the small
Chicago, dog.
Yeah, no, I'm saying
I don't trust them. You gonna give Chicago a new plane? You gonna give Chicago a new plane, dog?
Bro. I went to get on this thing. We took off right. Also, I started hearing like, and I realized that's the brake.
Look at what you just said, dog.
The landing pads.
Chicago to Detroit. There's nothing good. Chicago to Detroit, dog.
Bro,
what you expect? Ain't gonna use no new plane for that.
And then like this dude next to me ain't say nothing to nobody. Like I'm trying to talk to him the whole like 45 minutes. Hey man, you good? He kind of glanced at me, didn't say nothing, and he kept opening the window and then closing it. Like I'm like, what kind of psycho they sent me next to, bro? Like what is this?
Chicago to Detroit, dog.
Bro. I expect no less.
And then
what you said?
Hey, that motherfucker was on a flying Greyhound. That shit sound like that.
Dog, I'd never ride Greyhound again, dog. They got to fighting when I was on the Greyhound. You talking about nervous as hell.
Yeah.
Hey, I was nervous, bro. First time riding a bus too. I was nervous, dude. I was like, we finna get killed, dog.
So everything was cool, bro. You get nice and toasty over there, dog, with them liquor drinks.
Bro, I got smashed. I remember that, like everybody was like, y'all were just trying to record the intro and outro for the special last week. Yeah. And I'm like, man, if y'all need me, I'm liquored up because like I ain't gonna happen.
When you said, I was like, nah, motherfucker, I want to talk to you. I was talking to sir. I know your ass was already lit, so I was like, nah, fuck it.
But on the plane, it was both landings though, bro. Like even here, it was really windy. It was like 15, 16 miles per hour wind when we were trying to land. So when we went to land, the fucking half the plane went sideways. Like right while he's coming down, you know what I'm saying? Like all of a sudden it went like this. It was like, and he was like, oh, and like you heard it.
Oh, he hit an air pocket. Okay.
Yeah, it was like ding ding.
What airline did you ride?
United.
No wonder.
Shit was crazy.
United, Chicago to Detroit. Hey, I'm like black, dog. I don't expect no less, man.
Hey, bro, I was just glad United had airlines flying, unlike some other places.
Hey, yeah, United's the cheapest out of all of them. United's the cheapest, and best believe you go get your money's worth. Being the cheapest.
I don't know, man. It's like Spirit Airlines is the cheapest, dog. If he went Spirit Airlines, he probably would have had like a National Treasure kind of story.
But Spirit Airlines is like going to Cali, though, right?
Yeah.
Bro,
So it could have been worse, dog. You could have been flying Spirit Airlines.
But the guy was landing in the Michigan. He hit something when we landed. Like we even felt him hit it. I think he hit one of the landing lights because he was like at first when he went to land, he shot back up and like came over the intercom and he was like, "Yo, we're not gonna be able to land from the east, so we're gonna try from the west." I was like, "I don't think this dude knows what he's doing." Like,
Hey, Scripps. Hey, you didn't ride United, dog. You rode DWA, Deshaun Wade Airlines, bro.
Bro, I
you had Snoop Dogg. You had Snoop Dogg and Gaiman. You had Snoop Dogg and Gaiman, dog. You was on NWA Airlines, Deshaun Wade Airlines, dog.
Kevin Hart was your pilot, cuz.
I know. I was thinking. I was texting my wife all this stuff, and since there was no service in the air, I was like, baby, I love you. I ain't gonna make it.
Oh my god,
it was scary, bro. But yeah, that's how my week was. How was your guys' week?
Man, not like that.
Shit,
real chill compared to what you were talking about. Shit, I'm same over here, man. It's just like always, man. Just working, gaming. We're getting ready for this move, so trying to get that set up. Today I was watching the DC Fandome. I was trying to get you guys kind of caught up on that as quick as I could, and
it was good.
A shitload of content just got dropped from DC, like teaser trailers, behind the scene footage. That shit was dope. It was way better than last year's Fandome. Last year's Fandome was good. This one, they raised the bar up.
Do it compete with Marvel?
Excited. Huh?
Do it compete with Marvel?
I mean, honestly. I feel like they could at this point because they even talking about doing Blue Beetle and shit, and they got concept art for Blue Beetle, and I like Blue Beetle. He's one of my favorites.
All right, and Black.
A lot of representation in this fandom with POC creators, even actors and actresses and all that shit. It was pretty dope. And on the gaming side, man, just still playing Metroid. Getting chased by that goddamn robot, and then getting into Back 4 Blood, that Left 4 Dead spiritual successor, and that I love that game.
It's spiritual successor.
I think I might be streaming that game, dog. I love that game. That game's the shit. But that's all I've been doing, man. What about you, sir?
You know how I go, man. Typical same old, same old. Sports betting. Damn Florida. Damn Southern Miss. But hey, hockey's where it's at, though.
You say that with every sport, motherfucker. Every time.
I don't say that every sport. Hockey is where it's at, dog.
But don't bet the Preds are beating college.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Damn those Preds. Those Preds, man. Those
and also, I watched 3 episodes of BMF. Good as hell.
Yeah.
Big Meech's son is actually playing him in the biopic show. 50 Cent doing this thing, dog. I think 50 Cent become the new Tyler Perry, dog.
White boy Rick, cuz.
Yeah, he becoming the new Tyler Perry on these TV shows. I also recommend everybody watch Wu-Tang on Hulu. I'm disappointed in Black because he's like one of the biggest Wu-Tang fans.
I love Wu-Tang, man.
Haven't watched it yet. Shout out to Squid Game for being one of the biggest shows ever.
I still ain't
dope ass show. Now I learned how to play tug of war to win every time.
Damn. Hold on, what?
What are you gonna shoot somebody in the face?
I told this motherfucker was never a kid, man. He never played none of the schoolyard games.
Hey, tug of war, dog. We finally learned you know how to win at tug of war. Also, I highly recommend everybody listen to that new Mac Miller album. He dropped the album, and whoever produced it did him justice.
Really?
Yes, they did him justice, man. Like, I don't know who did it. I don't know. It came out of nowhere. It was a surprise, but they did them justice, dog. Black. He sent this trailers to us off DC Fandome, and we gonna split these trailers up. Everybody gonna talk about what they like and dislike. But the trailers that came out was The Flash, Gotham Knights, Peacekeeper TV series, Shazam, Fury of the Gods, Catwoman Hunted, and Black Adam, which The Rock is playing in. And let's just talk about which trailers satisfied us and didn't satisfy us. So who wants to start this off?
Go ahead, Greg.
I mean, of course, the Batman, I've been looking forward to this for a while. And that trailer just looked absolutely amazing. I think this is going to be taking Batman to a whole different genre of Batman. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is taking him to the more adult version of Batman. Not the PG-13, awesome Christopher Nolan stuff, but it's going to be like some rated R dark shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looked crazy. Like how he just grabbed dude in the head and like electrocuted him. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
that was dope.
Yeah, I was like, dude. And then of course, Flash with Batman '89. That teased Michael Keaton in the Batcave and all that. And there was 2 Flashes in that
3.
Three Flashes, 1 female, and then there was 3 of them just in that little trailer. So. And Flash's new suit looks dope compared to what it was looking like in Justice League.
Well, he said in just to kind of tie that one up, when the Flash on CW, they were doing that Crisis on Infinite Earths. Yeah. That Flash met the movie Flash.
Yeah.
And they were like, Ezra Miller's Flash was in Star Labs and CW, and then they were complementing each other's armor. But then he was really digging the Flash's more streamlined design and stuff. So that's where they went with that one. So I thought that was kind of cool.
And then Black Adam. I mean, like I said, I'm getting kind of sick of The Rock. It's kind of like the good uncle you're seeing all over the place. You know what I'm saying? It's like, goddamn, I'm tired of hearing what Uncle Dwayne did. All right. I'm tired of it. All right, I'm tired of it. Fuck him at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it looked good. I can't lie. Black Adam did look good.
That shit look dope, bro.
It wouldn't take much to
I'm
me
not
to
getting
be better.
Rock fatigue, man. I guess because I'm a Rock fan, like since when he was wrestling and shit. But that Black Adam was dope as fuck, especially when the lady was reading the incantation and then he got summoned when she said Shazam and then he says fucking teleported in there with a lightning bolt. But when he grabbed that dude by the neck. And then he did a Mortal Kombat fatality, and he turned from like ash and bones and shit. I was like, "Damn!"
That's when I said, "What's up with everybody from DC grabbing people and electrocuting them?"
Yeah, I think it was a thing. It's an ongoing thing.
Yeah. I'm with Scripps. I respect The Rock. Hey, make your money where it's due, man. If you want to make the most money, make sure your name's in everybody's mouth.
I'm tired of The Rock because he's making unrealistic expectations of 50-year-old men and what the hell they should be looking like. It's unrealistic.
Rock changing the game, man. He rapped on Tech Nine's album.
Yeah, and I was
garbage.
I was trying to listen to it. Like that shit was trending like crazy. I just didn't have a chance to really listen to it.
Yeah, I don't like the song, but hey, like I said, shout out to Rock and his hustle, man. He's keeping his name in everybody's mouths, man. I don't knock anybody for making that money, dog.
Yeah.
And let's get on to we talked about Black Adam. Let's get on this Peacekeeper, man. Hey, that crowd's funny, man. And John Cena, shout out to John Cena, man. He doing his thing from Suicide Squad to having his own TV series,
right?
And he's doing them justice, man. Doing them right, being funny.
They're keeping that whole thing like that the theme of how his character rolls because he's an asshole. He's like, but it's ironically funny asshole, and it continues right from Suicide Squad, and it got some of the same people that's from Amanda Waller's team, like behind the scenes are in there, like they're on the, I guess they're his handlers or whatever. while he's doing these missions. And
I
even like the
that
superhero
one.
suits are looking cheesy, like the Suicide Squad.
I didn't see that one actually.
You didn't,
you didn't see the Peacekeeper?
No, I didn't. So they explain how he lives in. No spoiler alert. I guess
they don't really explain what happened. It's just so like he's in a hospital and shit. He's talking to like a maintenance dude, like he's a janitor, and he's cleaning up, he's mopping, and he's like, I'm a superhero. He's like, what superhero are you? And he's like, I'm a peacekeeper. He's like, I don't know a peacekeeper. You don't even look like a superhero. And they're having an argument.
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah. Wow.
It's gonna be crazy. Funny, bro. I'm digging this. It's gonna be funny.
I can't wait, and it's coming on HBO Max, so that's another good thing.
It's going to be a series, and I think from what the James Gunn interview was saying is that they're hoping that it picks up, which I'm pretty sure it will. Yeah, and then they're going to try to make it a continuous season until people get tired of watching it and shit.
Yeah. So also, Black, he was watching DC Fandome, and he was talking about Static Shock.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and explain that Static Shock, man.
The Shocker.
Static Shock is going to be there's going to be a live action Static Shock movie produced by Michael B. Jordan.
Hey.
And the some of the original creators of Static Shock from like the early 90s in Milestone Comics are going to be also I guess they're going to be producing too. They kind of keep it true to the source. But I'm hyped about this one, dog. Like, it's one thing to have Static Shock on a cartoon, which I think they're working on that too. But to have him live action with Michael B. Jordan producing as an executive producer, my only hope and my Christmas wish for this movie is that he gets Ryan Coogler to direct it. Because if he can get Ryan Coogler to direct it, bro, Static Shock is gonna be this shit.
Yeah, Static Shock. Like if you was a black boy. Even a black man, dog. If you watch cartoons, Static Shock was where it's at, dog.
I just thought that's when you forget to put the damn lint sheets in the dryer. I didn't even know it was a guy. I'm like, damn.
Hey, good as hell. Man had dreads.
Yeah.
Hey, sagging. It was just like, hey, it was just typical black hero.
He was like the first. I mean, like what? Like our parents probably had like Black and Lightning or some kind of shit. But Static Shock was like that one as a teenager, like
our culture. It was
like he's
actually dope.
Like he it felt like somebody I would have bumped into in my school or something.
Hell yeah, you could tell like it was made in the 2000s instead of like Batman and Superman was made in like the 50s, 60s. This was like up to date to our time and hey, good as hell, man. But yeah, DC Fandome's dope as hell. Highly recommend you check it out, but let's get on to our next topic, man. Some people like it, some people don't. This was posted in Screen Rant. So Will Poulter will be playing MCU's Adam Warlock in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. If you don't know who Will Poulter is, from where I know him from, he played in The Maze Runner. Basically, he was the snitch, the bad guy in The Maze Runner. So everybody don't like it. Because they say it's very strange for him to play this type of character. And Black, break down to them who Adam Warlock is.
Man, that's one of the few characters I don't really know much about. To be honest, with I know he's tied to he's tied to the Infinity Stone saga in the comics.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you who Adam Warlock is. A real person is Zac Efron. All right, that's who Adam Warlock is.
All right. Well, look, man. I'm gonna explain who he is, man. It says it right here. Warlock was created by a group of scientists called the Enclave, who wanted to create the perfect human, and so he was given superhuman strength, durability, speed, stamina, and the ability to manipulate cosmic energy for energy projection, flight, recuperation, creating a cocoon for self-preservation and regeneration. And he's also immortal. And he can be killed, but he can't actually die. His death can't claim his soul.
So pretty much, you name what everybody does when they create a character in Madden and shit.
Yeah.
So and he have 99 stat.
Warlock was too powerful, and he rebelled against his creators and decided to fly to space.
Yeah, in Guardians, like they teased his introduction in Guardians 2. The gold colored people that Rocket was trying to steal the batteries from.
Yeah,
they're the ones that are in the MCU. They're creating Adam Warlock in that cocoon. The original cocoon is actually in the collector's collection in Guardians 1. You can see it in there if you stop frame and all that shit. But yeah, I know Adam Warlock is like an OPS comic book character, but I wasn't really into the cosmic side of Marvel and stuff. I was more into the earthly.
I was more into them casting Zac Efron to be Adam Warlock. So I was like, this.
I mean, that sounds like a better person to play. Because when I heard it was William Poulter, I was like, I don't know who Will Poulter is. And then you guys, when we met up last night, and then you were talking about who he was. Yeah, Shameless. I was like,
the redhead gay kid from Shameless.
But then again, like Marvel, they know what they're doing when they pick these people to act, because they picked a lot of people that most people wouldn't have thought could play the characters, and they did it pretty well and shit. Kind of like when biggest one like Captain America, when Chris Evans was picked to play Captain America, everybody was used to seeing him as the Human Torch on the Fox movies and Fantastic Four, and everybody was like, I don't know, and then it turned out nobody can see any other person playing Captain America, not even fucking Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I only see Chris Evans, dog.
That's what I'm saying. Even Anthony Mackie's like, his character's like, I don't know, man. I just see Captain America as Chris Evans, but I'm excited, man. I think this pick will be. I think it's gonna do us some justice, man. Marvel knows what they're doing. I trust their decision making.
Go ahead and say it, Scribs.
I was gonna say, every time I see Chris Evans, I just think of Scott Pilgrim versus the World. So it's just, it's one of the
good ass movie, dude.
That's my favorite movie, dog.
I love that movie, dog.
I love that movie. I think we on the same accord on that one. That's like one of my favorite movies, dog.
I love that movie, man.
The movie's awesome.
Hey, yeah, like I said, everybody says it's a strange choice, and it is a strange choice to me. Like what Scripps was saying, he looked like Zac Efron.
Hey, bro,
but the dude that's playing him, no offense, man.
He don't look like it. He don't look like it.
Yeah. But hey, they might work him into it, but I don't have no Marvel haven't messed up yet, so we can't count them out.
I mean, another thing. All right, remember your uncle, sir. He used to be Rhodey. He used to be Rhodey in Iron Man. Terrence Howard. When your uncle used to be, when your uncle was Rhodey.
Hey, man. Hey, don't talk about my uncle, man.
Come on, man.
Hey, man. Hey. He said I'm in control now, man.
Hey, when he was getting salty about the money, and then they was like, you know what, we're gonna go ahead and get Don Cheadle. Everyone's like, Don Cheadle is War Machine?
Hell yeah, we were surprised by that.
And then it worked out. It like I can't
to me though, Don Cheadle, it's never worked out to me as Don Cheadle's War Machine. That's one of the characters where I was just like, I was like, okay, it's a side character, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't really to me, it like, I don't know. It just Don Cheadle, Don Cheadle doesn't explain, he doesn't show me masculinity when it comes to protecting America, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you masculine as hell when you got a Gatling gun tied to your shoulder.
Hey, man. Fuck him and fuck Space Jam. That's
that's the root of the problem. That's the root of the problem. That's why he don't like Don Cheadle.
Hey, I'm just saying
that's the root of the problem.
I can't.
Now, this is what called a breakthrough.
Idris Elba should have been War Machine. They cast him as sorry ass fucking gatekeeper for Thor. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Idris Elba would have been a great War Machine, bro.
You could have actually made some War Machine movies. That motherfucker.
It would have been a great War Machine, bro. No lie.
Yeah. He would have been. I think he was already cast as Heimdall. So
that's what I'm saying, though.
I think if hindsight's 2020, if they had known Terrence Howard wasn't going to work out, and Idris Elba was trying out to play like the Heimdall part, I'm pretty sure they were like, "Hey, yo, let's get this dude to play War Machine," because I can see him as War Machine like every day. Yeah. But he was cool as Heimdall too. He made Heimdall look cool as fuck.
Yeah,
Heimdall in the comics, Heimdall was like he was literally a background dude. He had an important part when all the Asgardians had left in the comics and they went to Earth. and Thor had to kind of find everybody. But Idris Elba made his character kind of cool and shit. So it don't matter what part you put Idris Elba in.
You could have made Morgan Freeman Heimdall, man. Could have had Idris Elba.
Ain't gonna do it. We'll talk about them goddamn papers.
Let me hold the door for you, Thor. Playing out here with the alligators.
Hey, but shout out to Will Poulter for having a great audition.
That means Zac Efron's gonna be Johnny Flame. That's what that means.
Hey, like I said, shout out to Will Poulter, man. I don't hate any man.
Hey, he got the job, man.
For doing a great audition, man. Shout out to him for playing Adam Warlock. But let's get on to our, me and Scripps, we love football. Let's get on to this John Gruden situation, man. So basically, John Gruden resigned from the Raiders because of what they say, hate mail. Mm-hmm. He didn't talk about one community. But damn, he talked about all communities.
He's like Dave Chapelle. He talked about shit. Said, fuck him.
And you already know he had a 10-year contract, basically a lifetime contract with the Raiders for $100 million. And
now they got to pay him. And not even use
they got to not for the full contract, but from what I've been seeing right now, they said there's a severance package, and they said John Gruden before his resignation. He told the team, he made a number of disturbing statements. A Raiders player speaking anonymously said, when we met on Monday, we were moving on to the next game, Denver. This news now is just shocking. At the same time, he told us he said a lot. On one hand, I knew it was some foul stuff. On the other hand, we know the man we work with every day. And basically, they're saying he might not ever get another position because of the harsh emails of talking about every community.
Hell no, he ain't getting another job, bro.
He gonna be a Southern college football coach in no time.
He gonna be in the SEC. He gonna be down coordinator for like Alabama or some kind of shit, bro.
He gonna be Tennessee's head coach here by next
season. He gonna be our coach like that, dog?
I wouldn't doubt it, dog.
And Tennesseans are gonna love it. They'll be like, we're winning again. Keep that racist bastard as our head coach. We're winning.
Bro, and then people are trying to go hard on Chapelle for what he was saying, man. I said, this motherfucker made Chapelle shit look like goddamn like a Twitter argument, man.
I feel bad for the guy, though. Like, the only reason these emails got leaked is because the FBI raided the Washington football team's general manager's shit after he got canned for something completely different.
The president, it was like that former president.
And now they're leaking emails from John Gruden. They're leaking emails from everybody, which has nothing to do with what they're looking for. So I'm wondering who on the inside of the FBI is leaking this information to whoever.
A motherfucker that's not a Raiders fan, apparently.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But like David Carr said, everybody said shit jokingly to people in private messages.
I don't think this shit was jokingly, bro. I read some of those messages, man. Once I want to say it was the dude on ESPN. He was talking about his lips or some kind of shit. Say he got big ass lips. J.R. Smith was J.R. Smith.
I'm gonna say this. I think the shit he said about Roger Goodell was right, but I just say, you know what I'm saying? That's the way I feel about Roger Goodell too. I think he's ruining football.
I don't like Roger Goodell either, man. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't even gonna say he's right about it, but I would say he a bitch. But
he is a bitch.
Damn.
But I wouldn't say the word that he was using.
I guess.
But I don't know. It's like you getting paid. You in a high position of power. You know what I'm saying? You're getting paid millions. Why say or do shit? And this is players too. Why would you say or do shit that's going to make
10 or 11 years?
Yeah, this happened years ago.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I know. Like you're in this position. Like even if I don't know his career, I just know when he was at the Raiders. So even if he was doing this shit and he was like even a college coach, that's still high paying. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, but Black, do you think he grew from that email?
Yeah, I was gonna say, man.
No, because I saw that fucking sorry ass apology. He said he did the same boilerplate excuse that the white dudes do when they get caught saying some racist shit. Is I'm not racist. This is not who I am. Fuck out of here, man. You've been thinking this shit for a long time. Your ass just got caught. How the shit got leaked out, that's questionable. That's fucked up on its own, but the shit's out there, cuz. So it's on you. every time a white dude comes out of pocket and then it gets caught, it's like that's not who I am. And I'm sorry I offended anybody. It's like they got they typed on Google how to save your career.
Man, the music got real serious all of a sudden. But
he read the comments and shit. He's like, oh shit.
But no, you know what I'm saying though? It's like, man, you should have just owned up to it. He should have said, you know what, I said this shit. I'm a changed person these days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what he should have did.
I always look at it as like, don't apologize, but apologize in the way of, okay, I'm sorry for what I did, but I grew from that aspect.
Yeah.
That's how I always look at like the baby situation. Like, own up to what you say and grow from it.
He took his shit back though. Yeah, even though his
I don't like it when you try to. I don't like when you try to take it back.
Anyway.
And I don't like when you try to take stuff back when you still feel that way. Just be like, hey, I grew from this.
I would say kind of like how, and we were just talking about his movie, James Gunn and Suicide Squad, and when Disney had cut him out.
They pulled up a tweet from like 12 years before that.
He did say in his apology, like what he said was fucked up. He did say that's not who I am. But he said what you said, sir, is like I have grown from the last time I had put out those tweets and those jokes and stuff. He learned that those jokes weren't funny, but he learned from it. This dude didn't. This coach didn't say that shit at all. This coach is doing the whole I'm not a racist. And that's not who I am. I don't have a racist bone in my body. Like, dude, kill it, dog.
I eat that Cracker Barrel.
I always own up to your actions, man. If he would have owned up to his actions and been like, hey, I know what I did was wrong, but I grew from who I was years ago, I think he'll still have a job.
He probably still will have. And he did have some of his players kind of sound like they had his back because they felt like that's not who they were being coached by.
Randy Moss even said that. Randy Moss said he was surprised by the
but the Keyshawn Johnson, like, he always been a used car salesman. He has to shut the fuck up, Keyshawn.
Yeah, Keyshawn threw him out, dog. Keyshawn went hard on him, bro.
You used to say that was your favorite ass
Keyshawn went hard on him, dog.
Shut the fuck up, Keyshawn.
But the whole thing about it, Keyshawn Johnson, he was a great player, but he was also jacked up, had attitude problems.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was saying. Keyshawn had more concussions than he did touchdown receptions, cuz.
Damn, bro. Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
How much Four Loko did you have before the show started?
Look, bro. This a late night. You know what I mean?
Like, you ain't gotta bash somebody. You ain't gotta bash somebody when they already down.
I mean, like, he says that. Like, me personally, whenever I hear whenever I hear a white dude try to answer to his shit by with saying the following, that's not who I am, I'm not racist. It's hard for me to believe it, but when I hear, like, in this case, like, his players are saying, yo, I believe him, I don't feel like that's who I was playing with and all that. It kind of lends some credence to it, but the deed is done. I mean, you've been saying this shit for years, and you just got caught.
Derek Brooks and Tony Dungy both came out and said, "Look, we don't feel like that is who John Gruden is."
But if you ever looked at Hard Knocks and you see Chucky get mad, he be saying some off the wall type of stuff.
That shit you don't even mean. You're just raging. You know what I'm saying? Like,
like when you're a football coach. Yeah. If you're a football coach, you will say some crazy stuff to, like, get your players or stuff to work in your favor.
I've heard some shit, and this is just I didn't play like high school football and all that, but just like me, like playing Pop Warner, I've heard some crazy ass shit.
Oh, like, yeah, you play Pee Wee, dude. They don't make you feel like no kid. They make you feel
I feel like you a grown ass man, bro.
Hey, you crying because you scored a touchdown. Bro, get your bitch ass on the sideline.
I'm not gonna put the coach's name on blast. But this coach had told it was me, and there was an actual, like, I was a chubby dude growing up, but there was a dude, he was our center, he was bigger than me. And me and him, we're in Struggleville running the laps around the field. And this coach yelled at us, and he said to my teammate, he said, I bet if I tie the a Whopper to your mask, you run faster.
He said one tubby.
I'm sorry to laugh,
Two
dude.
tubby.
I apologize for laughing, but damn.
Hey, we huffing and puffing going around this damn field. And I heard that. I said, I'm not gonna get laughed at. I had to beat his ass, bro. I had to beat him to run. But here, like that's just a tiny sample of what I've heard motherfuckers say to kids on the field. It's
like that crazy ass coach from that Last Chance U show that was on Netflix and he got fired. That motherfucker used to say some crazy shit. That was
shit
on television. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like
he was he was saying shit like he wasn't being filmed, dog.
I know. Yeah. And I got respect for a guy like that. He's like, I gotta give a fuck less if I'm getting
That's
filmed.
Just like, I mean, you could chalk this whole situation up to locker room talk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that doesn't excuse the fact it's wrong. It's okay until you get caught, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
That's like what was his name? Scripps, Richie Incognito.
Yeah.
Talking about having sex with old boy's sister, and Asap was talking. That man was wild, bro, when he was on the Dolphins.
He was threatening dude's life though and shit like that. That ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? Saying like you don't sneak up and murder him and shit like that. Like that wasn't that's crossing the line.
He won't be the first NFL player to be threatening people's lives and shit.
And he ain't the first NFL player to murder anybody.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
So basically, the ending of this topic is confess to your tragic moments. Basically, confess instead of regretting it.
Yeah.
That's all we're gonna say. Mm-hmm. So let's get on to this. How streaming is taking over Hollywood. So hell yeah. So basically the streaming boom has created an unprecedented number of platforms serving up scripted series. So rather than trying to go to Paramount or what's another Hollywood, MGM or whatever,
Warner Brothers
or Goldwyn or anything like that, you might as well, hell, why don't you just go to Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, TV
Warner Brothers
or Disney Plus? Like, they're taking over the game right now, and Hollywood is pissed the fuck off about this. So let's just talk about it. Like, this is just a question I want to know. If you had a great show or a scripted series, who would you sell your scripted show to, and why?
I mean, I'd sell it to HBO Max. Because they got everybody watch that shitty ass Halloween Kills movie, and
I thought it was on Paramount.
It was on Peacock. Okay. But, what movie was it? The Mortal Kombat movie I hated on HBO Max. I don't know. It's like
crazy, man.
Out of history, dog.
HBO Max can get anybody to watch anything. You know what I'm saying? It's on HBO. You know, go watch it. You know
what I'm saying? Ass TV.
Dune will be on there this week, by the way. Can't wait for that.
I can't wait. I don't know, man. Like, I would say Netflix, but Netflix tends to be too. They tend to take too many liberties off of a motherfucker.
I guess, unless they're Dave Chapelle. If I'm doing stand up, I'm going to Netflix.
Yeah, if I was doing stand up, I'd go to Netflix. But if I was doing like a series, if I had like an IP I was trying to sell to a streaming service, I'd probably go Disney Plus. No, I'll probably go with HBO Max too, bro, because they're edgier. They're edgier than Disney. So
I ain't gonna lie too. Apple TV actually has a bunch of good series.
They got some good shit on there. I've actually been watching. What was it? I watched.
See, have you been seeing that show?
I haven't watched. That's the next one. I watched Mythic Quest, which is like an office comedy drama type show. It's more comedy than anything. It's funny. And then I watched The Foundation.
Foundation's been good.
That's good.
You know that's Isaac Asimov's sci-fi story, but he wrote that shit in the 40s and 50s. Think about that. Think of how crazy.
I like the premise behind that shit, man. Like how Asimov took the whole like the lineage, the hierarchy and shit. So instead of it being like an heir to the throne, this one emperor said, "Fuck it, it's gonna be me," and he cloned himself. A new clone comes out every so many years, and Day is the youngest one. Don is the adult. No.
It's
Day,
Dawn. It's Dawn.
Dawn is the kid. Day is the adult. Dusk is the old man, and then when you're about to die, you're midnight or some shit like that, or darkness. Brother Darkness. It said, hey, I mean, that whole long walk beside that show's pretty good. I heard C's pretty good too. So
Mr. Corman's actually really good too. If you like oddball comedy, musical kind of stuff, like it's.
You talking about on Apple TV?
Yeah.
I haven't checked that one out yet.
What about that show with Batista and
that's C.
C.
That's really good. It's really good as well. And actually on Hulu right now, speaking of streaming services, Murders That Only Happen in the Apartment Building or whatnot, that show is really, really good too.
Yeah, that's the one that got
Martin Short and
Martin Short, Martin
Selena
Short,
Gomez and Steve Martin.
Steve Martin, yeah. But I don't know. I think a lot of big time directors like Scorsese mainly, because he was clowning like superhero movies and shit, but he ends up being a producer for the Joker. Patty Jenkins. And shout out to Wonder Woman being 80 years old this year. You know what I'm saying? But she was clowning she was clowning streaming services, saying that fake movies are being put on streaming services, but you put Wonder Woman 82 on there, even though it might not have been your decision. It's kind of I see where people I see where the argument can be made because they're not taking it as serious. Like I'm saying, like on the distribution side, because you're just doing it streaming wise, and you can come up with some shit like a situation like with Disney and Black Widow and Scarlett Johansson, and now the Russo brothers are all tied up in this shit, and it can cause some disdain for the medium. But like in this moment in time, it's kind of weary to go out in public. Yeah, because you don't want to get infected or you don't want to get your loved ones sick. So, I mean, I think a compromise has to be made. Honestly, I think that Disney Plus had the best compromise out of everybody, because HBO Max was doing it's coming to theaters and it's coming to streaming services on day one, like with King Kong and all that shit.
Yeah,
and then Disney was saying
they didn't do that with Shang-Chi though.
And if it did, I would have bought it too, like I did the other ones, except for Cruella, which watching Cruella, I would have bought if I had known.
Cruella was good as hell.
Yeah, if I had known Cruella was gonna be that good, I would have bought it then too.
You guys seen Snake Eyes yet? Now that it's out.
Was it out on?
You can rent it and shit. Now I was watching on the airplane. It's all right. I watched like the first 45 minutes. It was all right.
No, you know what? I think it's on Paramount Plus now, so I might be able to go check it out, because I think they were doing a 45-day window to go in theaters first and then go streaming. That's another thing too they can do, is do it that way, because 45 days is enough time to get your numbers from the box office. You know what I mean? And I don't know, but I think out of all of them, I think Disney had the best compromise, because they were still making money off of it on both ends. You know what I'm saying? Would it be more or less? I mean, that's for them to judge on and actually show the numbers on what they really made.
Yeah, because you know Hollywood, they really make their money in the theaters more than anything. Like they make, from what I was saying, they make their money the first week.
Yeah.
And then the theaters make a bigger percentage of the movie after the first week. And that's how Hollywood loses money. And then Hollywood also lose money if they got to give it to a streaming service. But from what I was seeing, you know, every streaming service got their own little niche anyway. Like if it's like cultural, it'll be Netflix. Or a stand-up or cultural, it'll be Netflix. And then if it's like on a regular TV channel, or it looks like it could be on a regular TV channel, that's Hulu.
Yeah.
And then HBO Max, you know, it'll probably be a typical movie that looks like it'll be in the theaters, which would be HBO Max. And then Disney Plus, you already know it's Disney and things.
Keep rolling.
And things like that. But if I had to choose, I'm like y'all, I would choose HBO Max over them all. Because HBO Max has really no filter. because it's everywhere.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so I would mess with HBO Max before anything.
But I think with the all right, we'll say like Warner Brothers and Disney. They're two big movie powerhouses. They pretty much own the studios and all that shit. So that I think they will be more profitable than the other ones, you know what I'm saying, than the other streaming services, because they're pretty much doing everything in house. If you look at it that way. Or even Paramount Plus, because Paramount that's a movie.
They late coming to the game.
They late in the game.
They real late.
Their service is okay. You know what I mean? But
no, I think Paramount Plus is good for kids because they've had the SpongeBob movies, they've had the Paw Patrol movie. You know what I'm saying? That was actually a really big hit, like financially wise. They didn't really pay too much for it besides the animation. So
that's what I'm saying. Like the big movie studios like Paramount, Warner Brothers, Disney, they're gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? Whether their movies are in the theaters or go to streaming or a hybrid of both. But I know how, if like independent filmmakers, a lot of independent filmmakers go to Netflix. You know what I'm saying? And that's been another issue too. A lot of filmmakers, like in Sundance Festival, they don't like it when Netflix comes to go buy movies and shit, because they want they feel like those movies should be in the theater and not going to streaming. Yeah. I think it's kind of like how people used to feel about downloading music. Everybody was still stuck on their CDs and all that shit, or their cassette tapes or whatever, however the hell they were doing it. But they were looking at people that had MP3s and MP3 players as like the outcast. Eventually, man, this shit's gonna go the way
like Blockbuster.
Yeah. So it's kind of like state property, man. You either get down or lay down, dog.
And if you lay down, you stay down.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. There's always going to be the next thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm
ahead of the game.
Don't mentally, I'm trying to figure out what is the next thing. You know what I'm saying? So I can be part of that.
See, I don't think the movie theaters expected. Nobody expected COVID to happen. You know what I'm saying? Other than it being a theme of a movie. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
but
other than the who scientists.
Nobody expected fucking not COVID, but streaming to be the top choice for entertainment. You know, like you mentioned earlier, Blockbuster, they could have got on it. You know what I'm saying? They decided they didn't want to do it.
They could have bought Netflix.
Yeah, and you saw
what happened. Redbox.
Yeah, and you saw what happened to that. So I think it's just they need to get with the times, or they're just gonna be behind the 8-ball. So.
Hey.
But the thing is, what is the next big thing? You know, that's where my brain wanders. Is like, you know, streaming changed the game. Now, what's the next thing that's going to change?
You know what I say to that? Google, motherfucker. You got a phone?
like Google Glasses. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're sitting right in the theater. It's going to give you the feeling like you're right there in the theater from your house.
I mean, you saying that, but Xbox had a thing called, and I think PlayStation Home had something similar to it too, where it was a virtual chat room, and you can actually you can sit and you can talk with your friends and all that shit. But I know definitely on Xbox on the 360, they had a thing where you can watch Netflix with your friends, and it was like you had like your avatar or whatever that you created, and you'll sit in the movie theater, you invite your friends to come in, you guys will watch this Netflix movie together, but you're in a movie theater kind of deal, and it kind of looked like Mystery Theater 3000 kind of shit.
Yeah.
You just saw your silhouette, and that's how it looked like. I think that's gonna be. I think that would be the future, like something virtual.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like Google Glasses, where you're actually, it's like virtual reality, where you really feel like you're sitting in there next to your friends. Man.
You can
have
motherfuckers walking in the middle of the street and shit.
Well, you gotta be sitting, cuz like a motherfucker. You're like, oh, I gotta walk to the restroom.
Plus, motherfuckers getting beat up wearing Google Glasses anyway, dog. You see all them videos. Motherfuckers wearing Google Glasses and they get jumped.
That's crazy to me. I don't understand it.
All right. Well, let's get on to our next topic. Let's get on to these Hooters employees stating on their new uniforms on TikTok, or saying how they feel on TikTok. So basically, You know, they changed their uniforms, and the concerns was racking up millions of views, with a lot of employees and servers saying the black shorts, they looking like underwear. So, let's talk about this, because you knew what you was getting into working at Hooters.
Yeah.
Hey. You know what? It used to be called Hooters because they got the cleavage sticking out. So what are they gonna call it now? Coochies?
Don't call it Cheeks.
Yeah,
Cheeks Wing Emporium.
Yeah. S is gonna get that.
I watched the videos and
the over Hooters.
It looks like they're wearing the shorts, but somebody just gave them a wedgie, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all you seen is a whole bunch of ass and shit. So
I know.
I hate to say it. Like I was telling y'all before the show started, like Hooters is like a teenager's introduction to the strip club. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like Hooters is trying to make sure ain't no transgenders working there without shorts they made.
I don't know about that.
Hanging out the side of it.
Tonight.
That's what I'm saying.
My man chose violence tonight.
Hey, bro. Hold up. I didn't remember ordering those extra sausage with my wings out, cuz. Where'd that come from?
I chose violence.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Hey.
Yeah.
This episode brought to you Loco.
Scribs on one.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
got the Henny over there.
Poking out the side.
You know, it's like I see the business logic in it. And not to say that it's right.
Where's this? They're trying to keep up with Twin Peaks and all those places.
And that's why, like, Hooters, when I was a younger adult, in my 20s and shit, like, we would go to Hooters and shit if we weren't going to the club. You know what I'm saying? You get to flirt with some girls and all that shit, get some wings, and go about your day or whatever. And if you went to Hooters and said that you weren't looking at bitches, you a goddamn lie. You know what I'm saying? So
Hooters is like the PG-13 version of like
no, this is beyond PG-13. This is like they borderline rated R right now, dog.
I'm saying
the next Hooters uniforms will be crotchless panties, motherfucker. That's what I'm saying.
Like they become like the PG-13 style that when you have Twin Peaks and stuff like that now. You know what I'm saying? And
that's what I'm saying. It's like Hooters is like the beginner strip club for fucking like teenagers and dudes.
They're trying to stay relevant.
At bitches. Like, but
they're trying to. Yeah.
You shouldn't. These women, they shouldn't have to fucking dress like that, though. You know what I'm saying? They voiced their opinion and said they don't like the uniform. It's out of taste for their style. How the level of the shorts where it was at before they made the change was high enough. But fucking CEOs and the corporate was like, nah, fuck it, make them shorter. You know what I'm saying? Next time it's gonna be no draws.
But all right, let me say this.
Yeah,
it is bad that Hooters is doing this, but be honest. When you work at Hooters, what do you expect working there?
Yeah, I know.
I'm not mad at. I'm mad at the servers. If you don't feel like it, quit. But you knew when you was working at Hooters what you was getting yourself into.
No,
you knew you was gonna flirt. You knew you was gonna flirt to get that tip on your paycheck.
Time out, T-Mart.
Look,
you making it sound like Hooters is like working for goddamn Fillmore Slim or some kind of shit. You knew what you was getting into when you went to the Purple Unicorn Diamond. You knew what you was doing. It's fucking Hooters. You thinking you're gonna wear this? You're gonna wear the shorts with the tights and shit. You're gonna do some flirting so you can get a bigger tip.
All of them do that,
and it works. Oh, no. But now the shit's gonna get shorter. That's why the corporate is making them do this, because that's gonna raise their revenue up. You're gonna get a whole bunch of. It's gonna turn into a damn thirst trap. Get more people to come in because hey man, these bitches got some booty shorts on.
Hey, we already got a bunch of thirst traps, man. It's called Instagram, dog.
It's called TikTok.
It's called OnlyFans.
Look, I'm trying to tell you this right now.
It ain't OnlyFans, bro. Instagram and TikTok.
Only women that are concerned about these shorts are the pancaked ass girls that already ain't getting enough tips.
Hey,
facts.
Facts.
That's it. Because now the other girl's gonna be like, man, my tips went up $200 this week. I don't know what the
What
hell
about you,
happened."
Bethany? But
Yeah,
I don't want to talk about it.
yeah, the white girl in the back with the 80s ass. I didn't make nothing this week. I didn't.
With that, let's get physical, but let's get physical.
Hey, Karen, how much you make this week? I voted for Trump. Fuck you. I didn't make nothing. I was like,
9/11 was a myth.
Shout out to the women in Hooters, man.
China flu.
This is a free country, freedom of speech. You should voice your concerns.
Yeah.
But rather than trying to put it on TikTok, with your company.
That's the best place to put the awareness at, though. Because nobody was thinking about this shit until they put.
Ain't nobody feel sorry for you on TikTok.
Damn.
They don't.
I want to have what y'all.
I bet there's more. Hey, Black. I put money. Hey, Black. Let me say this. While she's voicing her concerns on TikTok, I bet there's more dudes in that comment than females. How about that?
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
They were probably like, let's see what the shorts look like. And then she like, look,
with that mouth.
You're going to have to come to Hooters.
That's the top comment. But
it's, real talk, dog. Like,
I just wish that the employee, because like me as an employee at my current job, I feel like I'm not, like my voice isn't being heard. You know what I'm saying? I see where they're coming from. You know what I'm saying? Now my job isn't making me wear goddamn booty shorts and shit, but
I see where the Karens are coming from and stuff. But look,
in general, I see where they're coming from.
IHOP with them pancakes, cuz.
And I know
you eat pancakes too.
You can eat. I also see where you're coming from too, sir. Like you working at Hooters, you you're gonna be getting looked at like that. You know what I'm saying? You technically know what you're getting into. But you shouldn't expect that your job is going to make you wear damn near lingerie.
It's wrong on the CEO's part, but I never seen a female in Hooters just come in and give you your food and do a thing. Every one of them flirts. Every one of them flirts.
Oh, they do.
Like it ain't like just one. Just be like, what you need? Oh, okay, cool. I'll be back. I'll be back
like
a little bit.
So you asked for that.
You think the shift manager is still like a pimp?
You lying?
Huh? What is that?
You think the shift manager is still like a pimp when
I'm never a simp. I ain't paying for these hoes.
They gonna pay for me.
Pay for me.
But you ever think?
Hey, city boys up, man. City boys up.
You know what I'm saying?
They talking about hot girl summer. Hot girl summer's over with. It's winter time. Winter is coming.
Damn.
It's cold boy fresh. That's what it is.
Hey, but like I said, Hooters girls, y'all can voice y'all concerns on TikTok, but there's more dudes in that comments looking at you in them booty shorts instead of females talking. I get what you saying, girl. You state your opinion. There's more dudes on there just looking, probably giving her the hard eyes. And I know they already said, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Why you tripping?
I already know. Hey, I'm not disagreeing with you on that part, dog. I already know that comment section looking real thirsty.
Man,
hey, bro.
If you don't like working, not trying to be mean. The economy open back up. You ain't got to work at Hooters, baby.
The economy
a lot of job hiring. Hey, Dunkin' Donuts hiring for $19.
You saying go
Chick-fil-A is hiring for $20, and you shouldn't have no problem saying my pleasure.
Go ahead and get some slacks and go to Home Depot.
Chick-fil-A make you wear the slacks up high though, don't they? I've noticed that. They're like, all the people always gotta be doing.
I know they make. Pants. I don't even go to Chick-fil-A all the time, but that first time I went, I felt good. I felt good, dog. Hey, baby. Hey, you need anything, sir? I like, give me a sauce. How many you need? I was like, ooh, what? Hey, McDonald's will be
how much are they?
McDonald's will be like 25
That's the second question.
How
much are they?
McDonald's 25 cents. Oh, you got 10 nuggets?
I need one more.
You got 10 nuggets? Oh, you only get 2. You only get 2 sauces.
Hey, you know
Chick-fil-A said, how many you want? I'm like,
you know why Chick-fil-A do that? Because they charge $15 for a damn combo. That's why Chick-fil-A
they do charge a grip. Hey, I don't go there for the chicken sandwich. I choose Popeyes. every day. Every day. But
every day.
I do like they
$3.99
nuggets, though. They
Popeyes.
nuggets is on point. Chick-fil-A nuggets is the
Popeyes,
best.
And the lemonade off the chain too.
Hey, you think the Hooters manager walk in there feeling like a pimp? Wait, like, all right, hoes, look, you gonna work these tables today. You gonna work them tables today. You both need to get out there with these new shorts,
Here come this sorry ass motherfucker right here. Clarence. Ever since corporate gave us these damn booty shorts, Clarence think he a goddamn pimp.
He keep walking in here with a
he walked in like
hat.
that meme. He's dressed like a pimp walking into the fast food joint.
Hey,
I'm gonna have to slap him.
Economy open back up, dog. You ain't got to work in no Hooters, baby. Being honest and being real. I know you don't like the booty shorts you're wearing, and you put it on TikTok to get your supporters up. But baby, there's more guys in that on them comments than females.
Oh, man, but TikTok's the way to get that word out, though, bro.
Yeah, but is it gonna help though? Do you think it's gonna help? Be honest. To end another topic, do you think it would help?
I think it would. Because because most of the major news.
Hey, it's gonna help Hooters' bottom line. That's what matters. No pun intended.
Once the major news outlets like New York Times, New York Post, HuffPost, fucking WAPO, once they
I got this off of NBC News.
That's what I'm saying. That's main headline news. And once that gets out, and then people are gonna start looking at the CEOs and why did they choose that as an option? Why do these women got to be subjected to dress like that?
Yeah, you know why can't the top?
Okay, you got another version. You got the family version of Hooters, which is Toots. Hey, if you don't like working at Hooters, work at Toots.
Not everybody got a Toots though, bro. Toots is only in Tennessee. Or
there's one in Kentucky too.
That's what I'm saying. But like for me being from the West Coast, there ain't no fucking Toots. You know what I'm saying?
There's a Molly's, cuz.
This is like that's a regional thing. You know what I'm saying? Hooters is nationwide. You know what I mean?
Hey Jay, you freezing up on that screen like Jalen Hurts versus the Tampa defense.
Look. Damn. Hey, they can kick that man out of Philly. They can get kicked out of Philly. But so basically Scribs think it's gonna help the company. Black Phillies go help the company. Scribs, I think you're with me on this one.
I think the girls gonna be complaining until they see their tips go up.
Hey, facts. Money talks, bullshit walks.
That's right.
Hey, so let's get on to our big topic. So, I already know Dave Chapelle came out with the closer, and trans employees, they're protesting, dog. Trans employees and allies at Netflix are planning a walkout on October 20th in protest of co-CEO Ted Sarando's comments regarding Dave Chappelle's new special, The Closer. And this was off of Variety. And a leader of the Streamers Trans Employee Resource Group wrote the following in a message to members. Trans lives matter, trans rights matter. And as an organization, Netflix has continually failed to show deep care in our mission to entertain the world by repeatedly releasing content that harms the trans community and continually failing to create content that represents and uplifts trans content. We can and must do better. So,
wait, hold up though.
What up, Scripps?
Doesn't Netflix have shows about transgender people?
They got a shitload of like trans and drag kind of shows.
Yeah.
There's a shit ton of them in there. They have as much representation as any other community, and I would say for a fact that Netflix, if you are a marginal group or minority, and you got content that you want to get put out there,
Netflix
in a major way, Netflix is the place to go because Netflix has all that. They got all the fucking checks on those boxes, and the LGBTQIA community is checked.
My man said LGBTQ.
Double, triple check, motherfucker. I seen more of that shit on there. You know what I mean? I think it's kind of like how Chapelle said. You know what I'm saying? In the stand up, they listen to the first and the second specials. They listen to it until they hit that trigger word or that trigger topic, and then they turned everything off and they didn't listen to the rest of the shit. because in that joke he wasn't joking about anybody, like they weren't mean-spirited jokes towards trans people. He even congratulated that community for making more strides in
he said
the
he
black
was
community.
jealous. He said he was jealous of the trans community, how well the movement is going. He said, damn, I wish slaves would have put on booty oil and short shorts 100 years ago, and things may have been hella different by now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's exactly what he said.
He even gave a shout out to like Stonewall riots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that was when the gay community in San Francisco was protesting. You know what I'm saying, for their rights. You know what I mean? So he gave the shout outs out. You know what I'm saying? And I think some people that are not only trans or gay but also black were trying to get on them about the fact, like his friend. Daphne, I forgot her last name, but she ended up killing herself. It's not tied. We don't know if it's tied to the comments that were happening on Twitter, because I saw some of those tweets before she killed herself. They did drag her ass through the goddamn mud and the fucking bricks. You know what I'm saying?
By her own community. That's the whole point Dave was trying to make.
That's what he was saying, but he didn't say that it was that alone was the contributing factor. He said it could have been a whole bunch of shit that was going on in her head. I know that probably didn't help, but the fact that that the people that are black and gay or black and trans, he used her as an example, like how he helped her get her start. You know what I'm saying? He had her open for him in San Francisco. They like, why couldn't he pick a black trans or black gay person to do that? And when I hear those comments, I hear a lot of it on CNN, like on Don Lemon's show with some of his guests. It reminds me of like fucking Stinkmeaner and Boondocks and his crew, the old dude, Fred Sanford dude, talking about crabs in a bucket and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't see a motherfucker get up. You gotta be able to pull the motherfucker down, and that's what I'm not saying it's all everybody in the community, but the ones that are making a big stink about it, those are the ones that are salty because they feel some kind of way.
Yeah, the trans communities, dude, they go hard on their own people, bro. They drag them through the mud, dog.
They drag them through the mud, man.
Even like the crazy thing about it is like you get mad, like, you know, you got white comedians that make black jokes, and black folks, they go hard on the white comedians. And when the trans person make a joke on their own community, they drag their own.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy to me. Because when a black person talk about black people, even if it's bad or good, we don't drag them to the point of what the trans community does.
Yeah.
Like,
they take it to a whole nother level.
Hell yeah, they tell them you need to kill yourself. They go hard, though.
They go hard, man. And not to say that was the contributing factor, like Chapelle said. I know it probably didn't help.
No, like Chapelle said about when he saw the trans girl on the bar and wanted to congratulate her on being strong. Then she gets up and says, "Look, you don't know what I've been going through the last 2 decades." And he said, "I looked at the 2 gay black guys she was with, like, hey, you know, you want to tell this bitch she missing something?" Like, it's like,
he said they look like Juicy Smollett's.
Yeah, looking like Juicy Smollett's bodyguard. He said, looking like.
Hey man, I haven't watched the special yet. I haven't watched the special yet, so I'm gonna watch it soon to see what the hype is. But I just look at it like Dave Chappelle's gonna be Dave Chappelle, and I rock with Netflix for sticking behind Dave Chappelle because they stuck through Dave Chappelle through a lot of stuff, dog.
And they even said up front his specials make them money, so yes, they're gonna keep it on there. But at the same time, they also put shit out there for every community, including the transgender community, man.
My question is all these trans people so offended by it and seen it on Netflix? Why the fuck they actually have a Netflix?
Bro, they got cartoon characters now, so I know. They have all. Netflix checks everybody's boxes, no matter who or what their fucking pronoun is. You know what I'm saying?
If you can make money, Netflix is checking.
Exactly, Netflix got you. So this whole and the people that the trans woman that got suspended or some kind of shit, they were trying to make it sound like she got suspended for her tweets, and Netflix says they actually let people they let their employees speak their mind on socials. You know what I'm saying? But what that person did, they went into an executive meeting and they weren't allowed. They weren't invited to. They just busted in there.
Then the other one, I actually leaked information on how much Chapelle was paid for her special.
So they were actually doing. They were wrong on their own side, and that's why they got suspended and all that shit. They didn't get fired because most motherfuckers would have got fired for that kind of shit. But I know Netflix is trying to. They're walking that line. I'm pretty sure they would have fired the motherfucker, but because of that situation, they're just letting it slide to let him be suspended or whatever. They probably will fire him later on, but it's just what it is, man. It's
gonna be like me and Nissan, hot water the whole time. That's the way it's gonna be, man.
It's just I don't know, man. It's like that community is like they don't educate like with the gay community and the bisexual community and all that shit. We've been educated enough to know, you know what I'm saying, where they stand and
Dave Chappelle's is trying to make a point about people canceling comedians for not speaking their mind.
Yeah.
He said, why is it okay to make fun of everybody else but you?
We had two comedians on here, and and both Jonesy and Flobo have said like it's social commentary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when it gets to a point where you can't really laugh at the jokes, you know what I'm saying? It's not really comedy anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's more in lines of censorship.
So he's saying, he said he's tired of them beating down comedians. That's the way he was trying to get at it. And the message
they be going hard, dog.
Look, he said, we can make jokes about ourselves and other people, but we can't make jokes about y'all. What makes y'all better than anybody else? That's kind of what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? And they're taking it this way because he classified himself as a TERF. Just
that was another thing too. And
it sets up a joke later on. You know what I'm saying? It's what a TERF means. Trans. Something radical feminist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he's like, I guess I'm a TERF too. Then he's saying because he's all for women's rights. You know what I'm saying? And he was trying to say that, and it's basically like people misunderstood it. He's trying to say he is a feminist, but he would even be. This is where the whole joke went. He's saying he'd even be the president of the feminist people. He'd get him. He'd get him everything, and all he'd ask for is somebody to suck his dick. You know what I'm saying? That was the whole joke of it. He was making fun of Harvey Weinstein, and then went all the way over there.
Did you see the two white ladies that was in the background?
Yeah,
bro?
They didn't find that funny at all.
They were laughing at the beginning. Hey, sir, when you see it, when you finally get to watch it, you're going to see two white ladies in the background. They sit next to each other.
You talk about them white folks in Michigan. They didn't like it after that.
Yeah.
They said, this motherfucker.
Hey, at first they're laughing with him. And then once he gets into the, like he's talking, like he speaks his mind on how, like, the trans community and some people in the LGBTQI are getting on them. Then the laughter stops, and then the whole time they got stank face for the rest of the goddamn show. It's just funny as hell. But I don't know, man. I just think it's overblown.
Yeah.
And if you can't let comedy be comedy, man, then why do we have the genre out? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just,
but I like it says, man, real states, edge pushing comedy it takes the pulse of what's going on socially and stuff, and that's exactly. And Dave Chappelle's the master of that. You know what I'm saying? He always talks about the sensitive subjects in the way that gets people to discuss them. It's not to just, say he's right or wrong, but they actually get into discussions over it. And that's what's beautiful and about him. Even my dad's like, you know what? Dude's funny as shit. I don't agree with everything he says, but I respect the man that was willing to walk away from $50 million because of his own beliefs. And the guy's funny as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe in some of the things he believes in, but he's still funny. Like, he laughs at the jokes. He sees his points of view and all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's, I mean, Netflix paid him about $60 to $70 million for these 3 specials. You know what I'm saying? So,
and
you know what I'm saying?
they said that. I mean, he already said in the show like he's gonna be away for a while, but Netflix already confirmed that they plan on working with him again. So we'll in a few years prepare for some more Chapelle shit. I honestly wish that he would just produce a Chapelle show, like a skit show. Like,
I wish he would. I wish he would do like a Daily Show thing where he goes and interviews people and it gets like a real.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
but he's too famous, man. I think it might be too hard to handle that one. Everybody be trying to approach him and all that kind of shit. Cause like if you, I see what you're talking about. You're talking about like a Jordan Klepper kind of shit on Comedy Central. Yeah. Which he needs a fucking master class on interviewing, motherfucker. Because the way that he interviews like anti-vaxxers and Trumpers and all that shit, and he turns their views against them.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking beautiful. But yeah, man. I just want everybody to chill the fuck out, man. It's comedy. It's not like
he even jokes about getting the vaccine. He's like, I got the J&J vaccine.
Yeah, I laughed at the shit because how he was talking about he was angry how black people were attacking Asian people, and he said, but then I started thinking about it. That's the same thing that's happening in my body right now. His black body's fighting his Asian virus. And nobody laughed. And nobody laughed at it. He said, all right, motherfucker, it's going to be a long night. But I got the joke. I mean, because he's that good at telling jokes and that good at telling the story.
Space Jews. That part I was...
And you know, he was making fun of the Marjorie Taylor Greene chick. Because she was saying that the Jewish people got a space laser or some kind of shit. Shit's wild.
It is. It's crazy.
All right. Hey. Don't.
Clifford.
So what's the ending to this topic?
Shut the fuck out.
It is. It's like everybody take a thing. If you know, take a joke the same way you can take a dick.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying?
Huh? I don't know. I don't know. I can agree with that one.
We out of here, dog. Hey, let's go ahead and do our closing notes, man. Final notes, closing notes. Go ahead. Start off scripts.
All right. Speaking of taking dicks, I got to talk about the Dallas Cowboys. Big L's are coming up soon for the Cowboys. You know, schedule's actually going to start getting hard here again soon. I gotta say, I enjoy watching Jalen Hurts struggle on a weekly basis against shitty-ass defenses. Give a shout out to Jalen Hurts' career ending in one season. Let's see.
He gone, dog. He gone.
I want to give a shout out to the United Airlines pilots and somehow give a shout out to my daughter. I missed my daughter a lot in the last week, so I've been hanging out with her a lot. But yeah, shout out to the United Airlines people for somehow keeping us all alive. Shout out to the one guy that got kicked off the airplane for not wearing a mask.
Yeah, right. That happened.
Wow.
Refusing to wear a mask. He said, I don't need to wear no damn mask. I'm inside the airplane. I'm vaccinated. Blah, blah. Security came in, took his ass out real quick. You know
hey, I thought I just saw that on World Star.
You know what I'm saying? I saw some of those videos, dog.
Hey, he like, my carry-on still in here. My carry-on still in here. You know what I'm saying?
We don't give a damn. We don't give a damn. Your shit gone.
Hey, bro, it's been a crazy-ass week, bro. Like, I didn't even...
Only in Michigan.
So many crazy shit. But it's like, man. But yeah, again, you can check us out on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much anywhere you can find anything on the internet when it comes to podcasting, you are going to find the Unintelligent Graduates these days. You can check me out on YouTube or Twitch at bscribs88, and that's all I got.
All right. Like Scribs was saying, man, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at The Unintelligent Graduates. Drop us some feedback on Apple Podcasts. Hell, you can even hit us up on Twitter at The Unintelligent Grad. Salamat to everybody that's tuning in and listening to us, man, because there's millions of podcasts out there, and you guys are taking your time to kick it with us, talk about dumb shit and give our thoughts. And if you want to follow me, check me out on Instagram and Twitter at BlackPinoJ. That's all I got.
You can follow me on all platforms, Sir Esther's. Follow us on Twitter, the Unintelligent Grads, Facebook, Instagram, the Unintelligent Graduates. Make sure you share us, subscribe, tell the world about us. If you got an Apple phone or if you use an Apple podcast, please give us 5 stars. And like what Black was saying, whatever you want to hear more on the show or anything, let us know. And you already know, I get a quote from Dave Chapelle. And he already said this, dog. The world can't tell you who you are. You've just got to figure out who you are and be there for better or worse. And
That's right.
Just let you know, you do not need no 4-year degree to be a graduate. As long as you're bettering yourself every day, just know you're becoming a graduate. And you might say, man, these 3 fellows is stupid or unintelligent, but you need to come to realization that this is our show. We're the Unintelligent Graduates, and we're out. Peace.
Peace. I don't think they're calling us fellas. They're doing some John Gruden hate speech.